A lot of the youth think it's okay to be stupid, but it's like one of them things. Like you got tattoos and looking just like them. It's like you hear you talk, and you hear them talk. It's like this is not the same. This is the same situation, but this person has elevated itself. Like, what would you tell some of these young cats out here?
You said it right. It was cool to be dumb. It was cool to be reckless and don't care about your life. You know, we kind of like kicked up some lingo in my neighborhood. Like, we're gonna be ruthless, not reckless.
Right.
And you know, we're gonna be aggressive intelligence. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be weak. We ain't gonna be, you know, the passive intelligence that used to. It always was the loudest, most aggressive was the ignorant.
Right.
But we gonna be the loudest, most intelligent. We gonna be aggressive with this intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Anybody talking about BS and nonsense, he might get smashed.
Right.
You know, if he talking about getting us in a wreck, doing some goofiness that's gonna throw us off the prize,
he might get beat up for that.
He gonna be the one get smashed. You know what I mean? We gonna reverse the whole expectation. And you know, I think that me being vocal and then having success, just in terms of my community, my neighborhood, that trend has trickled down.
Right.
And now, you know, I'm out in different cities and my voice is on a higher platform. I would love and aspire for other areas to embrace that. Like, we on aggressive intelligence. We ain't on goofiness. We ain't on like self-destruct mode no more.
Pretty much schooling people on books that you've read and, like, you know, just pretty much spreading your knowledge to people.
Yeah.
A lot of people kind of said the same things about you. They're like, wow, we didn't know he was so educated,
Yeah.
and blah, blah, blah. Is that kind of like a backhanded compliment, or is it somewhere it's like, well, I mean, you know, if you don't judge a book by its cover, or like, what was kind of like your thoughts on that?
I would be embarrassed to say that. That would speak to my level of understanding. For me to say that about a person, oh, you surprised me that you're so disciplined. Why? Because you assume that, you know what I mean, what? Rappers, niggas from the hood, people from the West Coast, what? And like I would be a little bit embarrassed to even say that, or like, Nip, you know, that's crazy. I didn't know you could articulate yourself like that, or so well read, or any of the things that might have been said. I would never say that about a person. And I'm from the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that a lot of times people have like prejudices that they comfortable with. Everybody do, you know what I'm saying? But you might be looking down on somebody that's more evolved and more of a, you know, positive energy than you are. You might be having a negative view on somebody that's actually has a better understanding of this experience than you do. You know what I'm saying? But because of your, whatever the reasons are that you feel you can look down on or frown on or turn your nose up, you can make certain statements like, I was surprised that you were so well read, or that you were so disciplined. You know, but that says something about yourself, and that says something about where you stand with people. I've been around all races and around the world, and I don't assume shit about anybody. That's one thing I know. I got to experience you first before I can make any assumptions about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm careful about that.
Now, Blue Laces 2, one of my favorite records on the album, you make a Spook Who Sat by the Door reference.
You know about that, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I read that book, but I don't think you a spook who sat by the door. I think your intentions are pretty clear.
Well, now I would say so, but even to the point we made earlier, that's one of the reasons I was so vocal about where I was coming from and what I represented, because I knew who I wanted to mobilize. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna name my last album "The Spook That Sat by the Door." You know what I mean? When I finished my situation with our partnership at Atlantic, and if anybody that ain't seen that movie or read the book, it's about a gang member from Chicago who presented himself in a way he never caught no cases. He had a clean cut look, and he infiltrated the CIA.
Yep.
And he became educated and basically he used their agenda, which was to have a token nigga in the CIA for political reasons. You know, we gonna speak blunt, fuck it. He used it against him. And I think that in terms of hip hop, you think of the message that they embrace, I feel parallel with, like, you know what I mean, the power structure. I don't mean the culture of hip hop, but the power structure of music. They got prescribed personas they expect from us. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the way he used their intention against him was one of my underlying strategies. You know what I'm saying?
You got to put the medicine in the candy.
100%.
And what's interesting about that book, all his people used to call him an Uncle Tom and a coon,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
sellout.
Yeah.
But he was there working for them the whole time.
Yeah, and he I don't want to go blow nothing up like he did in the movie, you know what I mean? But just in terms of being able to mobilize his homies to a higher cause, you know? That's something I feel like we all got to do. Me and Kendrick and Top and Snoop. Kendrick talk about it in Dedication. We had a convo at the Pac premiere, just about, you know, a little bit of what we talking about.
Look, relate to you I can't if you's a fake nigga. When level 4 in the state, what your mistakes get you. Rap niggas, they just wanna double date with you. Twit pick and show these hoes that they affiliate with you. Labels used to treating rappers like a slave, nigga. Starving artists, just be happy with your fame, nigga. Shit changed, now it's such a different game. All the niggas like myself is controlling everything. If you pay attention, see exactly what I mean. Fuck the middleman. I said that in 2003. Was 18, white Lincoln, chrome feet. Black 40 was my pillow, every night I go to sleep. Grown niggas treat me like they OG, holding on to every word that the tiny loc speaks. I had a vision that nobody else could see. Sold my shit to D-Mac, a little less than 10 G's. Brought my grocery bag of cash straight to Black Sam. He matched the nigga, next day we went to Sam Ash. He bought a Pro Tools and a microphone. Studio was far from plush, but them lights was on. Couple 100,000 stashed at my mama's home. Real estate in Atlanta, but ain't nobody know. Mac 11's in the safe, hidden in the flow. My bro did it like nobody that I've ever known. Screens on every wall with 16 camera angles. Double pane, bulletproof glass, pushing past the haters. Cuban links and Rolexes, photo check from Epic. This industry ain't gotta like us, but they gon' respect it. Built the label up, from money we was saving up. No details to the statute of limitations up. Couple niggas got flipped tryna play with us. The demonstrations speak loud, so I ain't saying much. Was a charismatic nigga, I don't play as much. Cause life is real when you live it in a place like us. School pictures cracking smiles, now my face is stuck. Shell shocked to see how much they really hated us. Couldn't keep a kind heart, get your hatred up. Street smarts, nigga, get your information up. Watching belly smoking blunts, take Jamaican puffs. One day I'ma have a house and car like Jamaican cuz. Credits roll back to stress pound breaking up. Had to fight before we hustle, and it made us tough. Early 90s neighbors rooster used to wake us up. Mama had a bucket and a shack, but we ain't make a fuss. Blue Cutlass, no license, 380 tucks. 96 Caprice, both the fast for saving up. They getting packed out if niggas try to fade with us. Crenshaw, Slauson, true stories, oh, play the drums.
When I first came home from the pen, I met Nip and his homies. They was out here rapping and shit. They had their little studios and stuff. And when I met Nip, I walked through the studio and I asked him, man, why you ain't rapping? He told me, man, I ain't a part of their little crew. So I said, damn, what do we need? I just came home from the pen. My grandma was gonna buy me a car. And then Nip said we need a G4 Macintosh. So instead of getting the car, I bought the Macintosh. We went to my great-grandmama garage and we learned it. We started learning pushing buttons, doing it. The one thing about Nip, he was always busy. He always has the business side. You know, that's why it's all money in. That's why he got his own label, cause he's smart. He read. You know, a lot of people want dreams, but they don't want to put their steps forward.
Walk through the lot with you and talk real quick. Yeah, so you know, originally we had this location right here. It was called Slauson Tees. We didn't have these two corners of this third space. We was operating out of this space right here. You know, my brother had, you know, caught a case, went down for a few years. So we ended up losing this space. When he came home, you know, he did like 3 years with 80%. And when he came home, you know, he had a little money saved up. I had a couple dollars when he touched down. We put our bread together. And the first thing he said is, I want to get this spot again. You know, I want to get back where we was at. And at first I'm like, man, you know, we got so much going on with the music. Do you want to be right here? And he like, you know, it's important that we, you know, keep what we had going and also, you know, execute what we started, finish what we started. So he set up a table on this bus stop right here on Crenshaw and Slauson, and basically he was selling t-shirts and socks on parole on a table. You know what I mean? Every day you drive down Slauson, you see my brother in the middle of the street making his sales. The first, you know, bread he got, he grabbed the space. First, last in the security deposit. And, you know, from there, it been flipping every dollar. Out here, though, my nigga been in this parking lot for years, my nigga. You feel me? Before we had the shop and all that. Niggas used to be right here out the trunk, doing what we do, getting our little money, you know what I'm saying? Scraping up our little ends. And the shit took, you know what I'm saying, each next level. Now we got the shop going, we got the deal popping.
I was just finna fire on Nip, man. Don't even trip, man. It's all good.
Cut the cameras off now.
Ladies underbosses fire on a low like myself, cub. Hey, niggas in hell gonna have ice water with balloons and umbrellas in their cups, nigga. On wood.
Put my right hand to God, shine on these bras, stay on my job, grind with my squad, 100 racks on my car, no license at all, no 10 on that thing, nigga, cause that's how we ball. All these fuck niggas flawed, suckers and frauds, my circle so small, stick to my script and just ball. First I pick up my bitch, and we shut down the mall, had to pick up the tip, she tried to pay for it all, bring some yak with my plate, garlic noodles and steak. Bouncing out the ballet, with all these tats on my face. People looking like, hey, black niggas stay in your place. But it's some shit they gon' think, and it's some shit they gon' say. Got to a brick from an 8, see that music's my fate. Switched it up from out my trunk, went to the top of my state. And I Versace my waist, like Tupac in his hay. Brian Williams, how I built this all money estate. Whoa. My right hand to God. I put my right hand to God. Nah, I put my right hand to Jesus. Fly like an eagle. Fight with these demons. Shine light on my people. This life is a free throw. Success is a kilo. My wife is a C-note, but my mistress is Creole. I sip on that Clico while I'm banging that zero. Ghetto nigga like Cheetos that got more famous than CeeLo. Turn legit from illegal just like Pesci and Casino. Get JS off a P-roll, watch him blow up like C4. I rose from a Regal, Auroras and Lakers. No pros on Alpinas, the German dropped on 2-seaters. Was young and prestigious, phone was matching my beeper. How the fuck you gon' reach him? He making more than his teachers. Moving forward with speed, all your morals are lead. Only focus is cheese, now the forest is trees. Got infected with greed, distort what you see. Your worst nightmare to need is justify your means. Hold up.
Really just having to deal with his team to like opening up to like, you know, trusting more people and giving his music to people that he doesn't know, just like where they could do what they have to do, whatever department they're in. But, you know, really just like a trusting, like he had to get more involved with more people. And when you come from an independent place, you're not used to having all these people involved with your music.
It's been a long journey up to this point, and he's put it all into his album, a body of work that will propel him as one of the greatest to ever do it. It's his resilience and passion that has brought him here, a journey filled with purpose, for smooth seas don't make strong sailors, and for Nipsey, things have not always been so easy.